Okay, everyone.
The bridge has been up to a lot this year.
We're going to try to take you through this as fast as possible.
As fast as possible.
As fast as possible so we don't lose your attention.
Hold on to your seats. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready?
Here we go.
For many, 2021 became the year everything went from, this is crazy and unprecedented, to a grudging acceptance of, this is the new normal.
For the bridge, it was our time to boldly step into the reality that we're able to reach beyond our Belmont Gallery and live into the promise that a town and a region can become more vibrant and more loving through the arts.
While the gallery has stood as a steadfast fixture of Charlottesville's culture, hosting thousands of programs over 17 years, we've always been more than just an art gallery. We're all about how radical imagination can help us learn more about ourselves, each other, and our world. This means finding new ways to connect cultural opportunities with more and more people.
Art facilitation during the pandemic required a lot of additional creativity. Here you see Larissa Rogers performing a powerful piece through the windows of our gallery to an intrigued crowd of socially distanced onlookers. Larissa's MFA program at UCLA was postponed during the pandemic, which kept her in Charlottesville a little longer than expected. We're impressed by how she seized the moment to continue to make great work nonetheless.
A new project we experimented with this year was our Transfer Chain Curation Series, where we removed the gatekeepers and curators and put the power in the hands of exhibiting artists to nominate the next artist who would exhibit. Here are two artists, Savannah and Abriel, at their opening reception.
The Bridge welcomed Visible Records, a new artist-run exhibition space and low-cost studio space under our programming umbrella. This space offers low-cost studio space to working artists and, in a short time, has managed to support an amazing growing community of creators. We can't wait to see this project continue to grow.
The Rascuache Mobile Cinema, conceptualized by programming committee member Federico Cuatlacuatl, allowed for safe public film screenings during the pandemic and featured the work of Indigenous, Black, and Latinx filmmakers. Part of Federico's vision is for this project to increase opportunities for friendly bike culture to thrive in town.
Here's a shot of a great crowd out to see some films on a very nice summer evening. Well, it was nice until a sudden storm unleashed on us right as the last film was ending.
Our gallery space at 209 Monticello Road hosts hundreds of events. We love to provide space for creative risk-taking and exploring new possibilities. This is super important for the cultural health of our city.
Our Smart Kids Creative Discovery Program meets kids where they're at in various locations throughout Charlottesville. We know that providing kids opportunities to dive into creativity without a lot of restriction is vital to helping kids find their potential and express their unique selves.
Our programming fellows at Big Blue Door were one of 24 organizations that joined us this summer during Rededication Week at the Community Chalkboard. In 2021, City Council voted unanimously to approve our ownership and stewardship of this landmark that has stood in the heart of our city since 2006.
In September, over 24 organizations joined alongside us in rededicating the Community Chalkboard for the next generations of artists and thinkers, expressing the ideas shaping a better future for us all.
We welcomed all sorts of performances, speeches, chalk murals, music, and more, bringing all sorts of fresh energy to downtown Charlottesville. And here are some experimental musicians showcasing musical inventions during a special outdoor edition of Telemetry Music Series. The Telemetry Music Series, now in its 5th season, brings musicians from the university together with musicians throughout Charlottesville and all over the world, showcasing bold new musical compositions, new instrumentation, and unique collaborations across space and genre. Here's programming committee member Alex Christie showcasing some handmade instruments at the Community Chalkboard outside City Hall. Make sure you stay on the lookout for all kinds of exciting things for this public space in the year to come.
The Bridge is always eager to build relationships with organizations that understand the value and potential of art and culture. Here's poet Jose Olivares leading a youth poetry workshop in partnership with our friends at Creciendo Juntos.
We know that art has the power to surprise and inspire. We also know that not everyone might feel like an art gallery is a place for them. That's why we like to regularly bring art outside the walls of galleries. Life is better in Charlottesville when there are some surprises.
Our Belmont Neighborhood Gallery deliberately showcases up-and-coming artists alongside more established ones. We're deeply invested in not only showcasing great art, but encouraging the next generations of artists and thinkers with big ideas that will impact our city and the way we understand the world.
Never forget that humor is a powerful and important art form. We love how our Bent Theater partners are willing to stretch themselves and explore new venues and formats for their craft.
The Bridge is the home of the Charlottesville Mural Project. One thing we try to do with this program is introduce artists to mural making by presenting new opportunities and assisting with the daunting task of taking on a massive project. Here you can see the world's first ever Sahara Clemens mural.
The Charlottesville Mural Project's partnership with UVA Health to bring art into patient spaces continues. Here you see Bolanle installing one of 17 interactive therapeutic chalkboard murals in the inpatient psychiatric facility. These murals allow practitioners to incorporate patient artwork into their recovery care model.
In another effort to get art out into the world during the COVID-19 pandemic, board member Deidre Granger Pascal curated a projected exhibition showcasing the voices of Black artists creating work in response to systemic racism and social movements both locally and nationally.
Hey there, Ramona. Ramona Martinez is a board member of The Bridge and the co-president of the Feminist Union of Seaville Creatives. Here she is stocking our Rad Press newsstands with a new issue of Mala Leche, a great publication featuring dozens of women, non-binary, and genderqueer creatives. Swing by the newsstand to pick one up today.
We love that our Charlottesville Mural Project allows for so many great opportunities to collaborate with other organizations. Here's artist Nisha Goldberg putting some finishing touches on her new mural in partnership with McGuffey Art Center.
Here's another great mural from our partnership with McGuffey. Laura Lee Gullidge got her street art camp students involved in transforming the iconic red shed at McGuffey with some psychedelic colors.
When people have good creative ideas, we're here to listen. More than that, we're excited to help bring them to life. When Chair of Albemarle County Board of Supervisors, Diantha McKeel, had the idea to team up with the Service Authority to start a fire hydrant mural project, she knew we'd be down. Now, our Charlottesville Mural Project has facilitated over a dozen great hydrant murals, chosen by neighborhoods and painted by great local artists.
Fire hydrant mural painting requires a clever approach because of the unique shape of the canvas. Fortunately, there are a lot of artists up for the challenge.
Here, Rain is painting a honeybee-themed hydrant to raise awareness about environmental threats to bees and brighten the landscape for residents at the center at Belvedere.
Jay has been on a roll lately. Here he is representing his 10th and Page neighborhood on the walls of UVA inpatient psychiatry. The growing collection of neighborhood-themed murals reminds patients that they're not isolated and that they're still connected to a city that wants to see them healthy and on the road to recovery.
June Jerrigan is always up for a challenge. Here she is during her spring exhibition, turning her art making into a performance of its own. Making collaborative art safely during a pandemic is no small challenge, but leave it to a great artist like June to make it happen. Now the massive piece is hanging in the library for all to see.
We love bringing art and culture to people. One of the reasons The Bridge is excited to take over ownership and stewardship of the Community Chalkboard is that we now have a permanent public venue in the heart of downtown, where we can provide a platform for all sorts of music, film, theater, and more.
During the pandemic, most of our youth programming turned digital or outdoors. Once the kiddos are vaccinated, we are excited about connecting more inspiring artists with kids to do more fantastic things, like this Intro to Silk screening project everyone was so excited about. Here's the director of The Bridge, Alan, showing devoted young artists a new skill, how to use wheat paste to install large animals in motion.
Over the summer, we teamed up with Community Climate Collaborative to bring a climate justice mural camp to the Boys and Girls Club students. Kids learned about the effects of climate change and got to work painting a 650 square foot mural for Charlottesville's chapter of the American Red Cross. No matter how hard we tried, we couldn't stop them from getting messy. Side note, we didn't try that hard.
Before the climate justice mural finds its permanent home, it went on display downtown to help get the word out. Here you see variations in temperature over the past 125 years in Charlottesville. The youngsters learned a lot about the effects of climate change and what needs to be done. The project also hired a half dozen climate justice interns to help with painting and teaching the Boys and Girls Club students. Here they're setting up for the demonstration outside of City Hall. Isn't that cool?
The Bridge Progressive Arts Initiative serves as the fiscal agent for the Charlottesville chapter of Creative Mornings, where we partner with a handful of great organizations to host a monthly breakfast lecture series. Creative Mornings is the world's largest face-to-face creative community with chapters in 224 cities around the world. Our chapter of Creative Mornings is hosted by me, programming committee member Corey Price. Of course, during the pandemic, we moved everything to a virtual world. One of the benefits of this is that we regularly had visitors from all over the world learning from Charlottesville's artists and being inspired by the lively community that we help foster.
Early in the pandemic, our Quarantine Haikus project had folks sharing uplifting poetry via social media. We partnered with WTJU and WQRT out of Indianapolis to get these on the radio. Also, the New York Times shared this project as a way for folks all over the world to participate in Poetry Month.
Speaking of WTJU Radio, we partnered with the station and UVA Music Department to create a mini museum dedicated to telling the stories of solidarity and camaraderie among artists during the COVID-19 pandemic. The exhibit titled We Hope This Art Finds You Well exists both in physical form inside a camper trailer and at artfindsyouwell.org.
Take a look at the fantastic folks with Central Virginia Theater Alliance performing a fun adaptation of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing this summer.
Did you know that we curate an interactive mural map that you can access on your phone? Click around and plan your hike down Charlottesville's Mural Mile, or follow one of our 4 suggested bike routes to see some great public art.
This year, we are proud to welcome the Feminist Union of Seville Creatives into our family. In 2021, we've been busy finding ways to provide logistical support to people and organizations with big ideas. This way, we can handle some of the behind-the-scenes dirty work of running programs and also increase cooperation among projects.
Have you seen this? We just helped Emmy Thacker paint her original artwork on the tallest wall in Crozet. This new welcoming mural stands 7 stories tall and radically improves the visual landscape of the town. This was quite a big project for Emmy's first mural, and I'm sure it's not her last.
We had Anna Marie DeMio Doan paint a series of 3 calming murals in the new breast care center. We know these will bring some comfort to people experiencing difficult times.
A rare photo of Chicho not smiling. Despite the intimidating look on his face, programming committee member Chicho Lorenzo is always passionate about collaboration and inspiring others. Here he is during a music event at the community chalkboard, creating a chalk drawing and inviting others to be part of it.
The Collaborative Residency. This year, we expanded our Collaborative Residency program to provide an additional 2 months for residents to work together and learn from each other. Thanks to our programming family over at Visible Records, the artists are currently sharing a studio there and working towards a group exhibition this January.
Here are the folks from the Feminist Union of Charlottesville Creatives getting to work on an inspiring chalk installation on the community chalkboard.
The face-to-face program pairs up artists with other members of our community and commissions them to paint a portrait. Artists get to meet someone new and do something nice for them. At the end, they get to give the portrait to the participant. It's also a great way to capture the vibrancy of our neighbors here in Charlottesville through the eyes of an artist. You can view the whole collection of portraits on our website.
This year's a little different though, because thanks to a grant from the Sister Cities Commission, we've taken the Portrait Exchange international.
I can't say enough how much we love the opportunity to put kids and adult artists in the same room to create together and learn from one another. Before long, we hope to emerge from the virtual and go back to rocking out and making art in person with youngsters.
Ah! What is going on? Oh, it's just Miranda Elliott Rader's Nightwalker puppet making its way through the pavilion and over to the community chalkboard for a larger-than-life surprise performance.
Local muralist Jay Johnson teamed up late this year with Richmond's Hamilton Glass to paint a stunning new mural right in the heart of Charlottesville. When the neighborhood asked that a local artist be involved, we knew Jay was the muralist for the job. We hope everyone loves this energetic new artwork as much as we do.
We always love getting people involved in the art-making process, especially public art. Murals have a bigger impact when more people get to say, hey, see that? I helped make that.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa!
What a wild ride.
Thanks for sticking with us.
It's never easy to recap the breadth and convey the depth of these experiences in one video.
But we take heart knowing that you, our members, supporters, volunteers, and family, witness the magic firsthand with us.
Together with your support, we went all in on the idea that accessible, people-centered art
Are crucial to a thriving city.
Affirm your commitment to the vision of community that is strengthened and enriched through the power of creative interaction and shared experience.
Join us in pursuing an engaged and diverse cultural ecosystem.
nurturing a more deeply connected and energetic Charlottesville.
Thanks.